In this video we're going to take a look at the Doobie Brothers song, Take Me in Your Arms. I think the song will be one that we can learn really quickly, and you can add to your set list with your band or just for your own Doobie Brothers catalog that you are working up to be able to play maybe. Let's look at the introduction, we'll look at the verse, chorus, and maybe some alternative voicings to some of the chords that are used in the song. Here's the introduction. Introduction is just two chords. We're going to bar across the 7th fret from A to E and leave the open E string on the bottom. We're going to throw in our 2nd finger on the 8th fret of the B string and our ring finger on the 9th fret of the D string for this grip here. Playing all 6 strings. Then we're just going to pull out the 2nd and 3rd finger and leave the bar for the next chord in the introduction. Playing all 6 strings. Here it is up to tempo, then I'll slow it down. A little bit slower. The transition chord into the verse is just an F sharp chord. You can play it kind of a traditional manner. Sort of the E moved up, or on the 2nd fret, G string 3rd fret with my 2nd finger, 4th fret of the A and the D string, using my ring and pinky. A lot of times you'll notice that I'll play it with kind of an F grip, dropping my 3rd finger down a string to the A string, putting my pinky there where it typically was, and then wrapping my thumb over the bottom E string to get the F sharp note. So that's probably the main way to voice it in this song. If you were playing with another guitar player, you want to do something a little different. The Doobies will also use this chord up here. This is just an A position moved up to the 9th fret. We're barring all the strings from the A down, dropping in my 3rd finger. You could use your pinky. I like to use my ring finger. And I'm barring the D, G, and B string on the 11th fret. I'm barring the high E string, but I'm not going to play it. I want to make sure I don't play either E string in this chord, just the inside 4. And I do that by actually holding the string with my pinky. That way, even if I do strum over it, it's muted. So that together one more time both ways. Option 2. Brings us to the verse. The verse is just 3 chords, A, D, and G, always over an A, open A string. So it's A, it's just good old A chord down here at the 2nd fret, not playing my high E string again, to a D position with an A bass. Here what I'm doing is keeping my bar, throwing in my 2nd finger, 3rd fret B string, 4th fret of the D string with my ring finger. It's a nice voicing. Up to a G, which is really an F chord moved up 2 frets. 3rd fret barred with my 1st finger, the B and E string barred, dropping the 4th fret G string with my 2nd finger, 5th fret with my ring finger on the D string, over an open A note. The rhythm is kind of like, so it's A, D, G, and then back down, G, D, A. Keep strumming that or let them ring, whichever you hear, or however you're playing it with the band or by yourself. Okay, one other option on that while we're looking at it is to play this A chord here on the 5th fret. Just moving the G position up to the A position, and then using this as our D grip, 7th fret, D, G, and B string barred, not playing the high E string, and our G grip here, okay, which is this position, moved up, open A, high E string on the 5th fret or 7th fret, 8th fret on the B string, barring again the G string at the 7th, dropping in the ring finger on the 9th of the D string. So this pattern now be and back down. So if you had two guitars, you could both be playing a different part. I'll play both of those one more time, strumming and then letting them ring in both positions. Is really just the reverse of those chord progressions. It's an A to a G to a D back to an A. That would be the way to play the chorus in first position. When I watch the Doobies play it, Pat Simmons is most always up here playing this A position that we've already played a G version of, up 2 frets, open A string, I'm barring D through E. I'm dropping in on the 9th fret. I'm dropping in my 2nd finger on the 10th fret of the B string, dropping in my ring finger on the 11th fret of the D string. So just kind of hold on this A, and then drop it down 2 frets to a G. Lift your 2nd and 3rd finger off to the D position, and then back to A. On the A, I can play across 5 strings if I want to, and the G, but on the D, just the middle 4. You don't want that high E note. So again, playing the chorus in this position. Open position. That's the chorus, verse, and intro. There's only one other pretty common theme that runs through the song, and that's just a guitar track that goes. You could work that into your playing on this song. Even if you were covering this on the verse, for instance, it might look like this. Just an option there that you could put in. On the chorus, it might look a little more like a... Try to play those sections together, and then you can have an example. Some different ideas of ways to voice the chords in that song, and you can sort of mix those up any way that you like. If you get tired of playing it the same way, you can maybe have some ideas to play it differently. A great song, and hopefully you can include it in your arsenal of tunes to play. Thanks for watching.